After 75 years, the veterans who once served on this ship all met back here for a memorial service to honor those who served. The sounds of remembrance filled the USS Yorktown as it was reunited with its crew Friday morning. A memorial service was held to honor the 95 veterans who passed this year and remember the history of the ship. In the crowd were vets throughout time, including a World War II veteran, and I spoke to those who, like the Yorktown, are a part of history.
It just brings back a ton of memories, and it still smells the same.
Back then I was a lost kid, 18 years old, and didn't know anything, and when I saw this ship, it was the biggest thing that I've ever seen in my life.
We got a lot of stories.
And as those who serve return, veteran Paul Netling tells me it gets emotional returning to the ship with his family.
Well, I have my wife here, I've had my children here and stuff like that before, but as my wife and I went around the ship, I took down a couple of little chains and go back. I said, this is where I used to hang out, So it does get emotional because it's past your history and stuff like that you're reliving again,
Netling served an important role as the bell toll for this morning's memorial. This was one of the many ceremonial events to honor those who passed. And after the reading of their names and the bell toll, families of those lost were presented flags and wreaths to remember. Then came the playing of Amazing Grace, a rifle volley, and the casting of flowers. While not everyone in the crowd was a veteran, everyone came to remember.
So it means a lot to them to be able to come back. And in this case, we have children, we have grandchildren to come back because the men who served want to show the men where they slept and what they did on the ship because it was an important time in their life. Most of these crew members were probably on the ship for 2 to 4 years maybe at a time.
The community will have the chance to speak to veterans who once served on the ship in a formal meet and greet tomorrow morning. At Patriots Point, Walker Simmons, Count on 2.